Alright guys, Hazink here, welcome back to the channel for another Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis video. So obviously all talk about the game at the moment is going to focus on Sephiroth, okay? Now, one of the things that you are probably saying to yourself is, how am I going to get weapons to run this guy, okay? So we're going to go over the fastest and quickest ways for you to get as many weapons as possible for Sephiroth within this video, okay? We'll start off first with the ways that you can do that if you're summoning, and the other ways are going to be free to play, okay? So first off, what I would recommend doing if I was you is, if you are going to summon on this banner, which if you intend to run him, I do suggest that you do, because his featured weapon on here is very, very good, okay? But what you should do is take full advantage of the wish list, okay? Now, I personally on here have put 3 weapons in here. Actually, do you know what? It should be 4. It should be this one as well. So I have put these weapons in here for Sephiroth, okay? Now the reason I've done that is, if you've watched my previous video, you will know that I think it's best to target a magical build for Sephiroth, okay? But if you take advantage of his wish list, when you are summoning, at least if you are pulling 5-star weapons, if you don't get the featured weapon, you have got a much higher probability of pulling something useful that will allow you to start using Sephiroth out the gate. Okay, now any of these weapons in my opinion are pretty good for differing reasons. You'll need to watch that other video to see why, but if you maybe completely fill it if you want, I don't necessarily think that's as important. But if you fill this up with Sephiroth's weapons, it does mean that the probability is going to be pretty high that when you are pulling weapons, it's going to be something for him, okay? Now, most of you have known this guy is coming, so hopefully you have got a good stock of these, okay? Now, what they did do is they gave a guarantee, okay, a guarantee to pull Sephiroth weapons. They got tickets added the same way that we've got these tickets for Glenn and other people, and they were very, very generous, and they've made it pretty easy for us to get a whole bunch of them from missions. This is going to be your fastest way to actually get Sephiroth done as quickly as possible. So I believe if I go down to the bottom, you'll see all the ones that I've got. So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, right? That's 50. That's 5 entire pulls where you are guaranteed to pull Sephiroth's weapons. And you get them so easily, okay? You get them from the stat screen. That is right in here, okay? So basically, you want to focus on building this up as quickly as possible, okay? Now, hopefully, you are sitting on a whole bunch of materials that will allow you to level this up, but very easily, okay, very easily, within this first page, you will get nearly 50 tickets, okay, that will allow you to do 5 entire multis on a banner that is simply for Sephiroth, okay, which is going to give you the highest probability of pulling 5-star weapons. That's going to allow you to start running this guy pretty quickly, okay? Now, what you get from that is obviously completely up in the air. No one knows. I'll show you what I got. We go to Armory, not Armory, it's the wrong one. If we go to Filter, and we go to Character, Sephiroth, from doing, I think, 6 multis on the banner, and just using his character's tickets, this is what I've got so far. It's obviously not heavily stacked or anything, but luckily I did get a couple of copies of his new weapon, and I also got a couple of copies of Nameless to boost that up. But really what I'm targeting more than anything is this. I want to get as many as possible, and unfortunately I didn't get lucky in that regard, but you can't win them all. Now, there is other ways to get pulls if you've not already exhausted this, that will hopefully help you get Sephiroth a good arsenal of things to use right away. If you haven't done it already, remember, if you go to the dungeon, they have got Criterion dungeons in here. Okay, so if you look just now, you'll see that we've got the 3 that were recently added, and we've got this new one that is available if you complete the story, the new chapter of the story. Each of these gives you gacha tickets. You can see here from the rewards, you get gacha tickets from in here. Usually you find 1 or 2 in the stage as well. Not all the time, sometimes it's diamonds, but they'll obviously help you summon. See here, these are gacha tickets, and you'll get even more from the new stage as well. So really quickly and easily, that is probably going to be your best route towards getting summons for Sephiroth. Now what I will say as well is when you are unlocking the tickets from in the campaign that I showed you before, move back up, while you're unlocking these, okay, you are going to also get some general rewards, okay, for Sephiroth, and they come from these general missions. Now if I can go to the ones I completed, that would be a lot faster. So if we move down, you'll see, let's try to put this up as quickly as possible. There's so many of these icons, man. Calm yourself down, game. You get more Sephiroth tickets here for doing these type of things, like for the 50 nodes. I think you get them for 25 nodes as well, or 20 nodes, but I've had them already. I just think it may well have put them all the way to the bottom. So if you remember, you get 50, you get them from in here as well, right? I don't know why it's not showing you them, but you do, you get them from in here as well. So basically what I would say is the best thing that you should probably focus on doing right now is go into, I mean it really depends, but character EXP, I think, because you want to be able to use them, okay, and you're going to need to get levels on them to use them. They are doing a bonus just now where if you are leveling any of the first soldiers, you are going to get bonus EXP from them. So if you can, it's worthwhile running these stages, because running these stages will allow you to level him up. Once you level him up, you can get access to more nodes within the character stream, and that is going to allow you to push him to higher numbers, which in turn is going to allow you to get even more tickets to do your multis, and hopefully you'll be able to flesh out this guy's arsenal, and you will have enough options to run him in teams, hopefully right away. Okay, he's got some really good weapons, I've gone over them in that previous video if you want to check it out, but like I say, the key to you getting more is obviously summoning. If you've not got diamonds, you can't do it on the featured banner, so the best way is to go and sweep up all of these character specific tickets as soon as possible. So I'd focus on that now, and then you can start using this guy as soon as possible basically. So that's it guys, I've been Hazing, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Peace.